Welcome back, and today we're talking about Re:Zero Season 2, Episode 29. So like always, jump into it. This episode, we had a lot of backstory regarding Subaru. Now we understand him more as a character because really from episode 1, we never, went deep into how Subaru became the person that he is. And in this episode, they break everything down. We see the relationship that he has with his parents. We see as him as a little kid, how he was, people around him were always comparing him to his father. And I will say his father, whenever he was trying to wrestle his son, he really does seem like an uplifting person, somebody that cares about his family. And now that we know that Subaru was skipping school and all that stuff, but his father was still treating him like a son and still loved him, that even gives more support that his father was absolutely a great person. Now, I do understand where Subaru is coming from and how he got so depressed because, once he was a little kid in elementary school and he was, winning races, being really athletic, and, everybody was comparing him to his father, saying that, he is that person's son and stuff like that. He had a lot of pressure to become like a great person, a great, athletic person, just like his dad, I'm assuming. But he didn't live up to that. So then he became like a problem child. Like, he started becoming like the class clown. We all know those, those kids in school that try to make everybody laugh. And that's a problem because we see that Subaru, in order to make everybody laugh and have a good time, he was, trying to one-up himself. And I kind of do feel sorry for Subaru at this point because at a certain point when he was talking to his dad, it was a very emotional scene. He was breaking down to his dad saying that, he wanted his parents to give up on him. He wanted to just be thrown out. I mean, Subaru was in deep depression. And the fact that Emilia showed up and, she was thanking him for everything that Subaru did for her. I mean, it was really a great scene, a great setup. And Subaru breaking down in that moment, telling his dad that, he does have a girl that he likes. I mean, we see that the best thing that happened to Subaru was really going into that other world and, becoming a part of that world because he was able to find people that care for him. He fell in love. I mean, it was definitely the best thing that happened to him. But it's also sad because his father asked him, hey, make sure whenever we get old, you take care of us. That's all that we ask of you. I understand you're a teenager. You're going through some things and stuff like that. And, even though it could be an illusion because this is all part of the sanctuary test, it was definitely a touching moment. And because we know that Subaru might never go back to his real world. That's a very, very possibility that he's never going to go back. So the fact that he's never going to see his mom and dad, that's definitely a big impact to Subaru right now, right? And he was coming to terms into it because we see that he told his mom, hey, I'm gonna be going away for a while. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it back and stuff like that. And her mom being understanding. Again, this episode was really just giving us a lot of information regarding Subaru's past and what he went through to get to the mental state that he was in. And I'm glad that Subaru is doing a lot better now. I can't wait for him to go back and save Emilia. But we do have to talk about the ending with Echina, where she was waiting for him at school. I mean, we got to see Echina in a school uniform. It was just great. Now, I will say in the little episodes that Echina has showed up, I really am loving that character because she has a little craziness inside of her. We don't know if that's still like a good thing or a bad thing. For all we know, Echina is one of those good witches or she could be a bad witch. We're going to have to find out. But I'm assuming that in the next episode, they're definitely going to head into the territory where Echina is going to try to help Subaru to get out of that illusion. But we're going to have to wait and see, right? Because I have a feeling that Echina is going to try to do anything in her power to get out of the sanctuary. We see that last episode she mentioned that her soul was being trapped in there and maybe she's going to use Subaru to get out. Now, I don't know if she's going to possess his body or anything along those lines. It's probably going to be some big plot twist. I'm pretty sure they're going to do it very, very well. But I am looking forward to it because I would love to see Echina either join like the main cast along with Emilia and Subaru. I think she will bring a good kind of chaos to the party almost. It will be amazing to see her, as one of the main characters or maybe even one of the main villains. Who knows at this point? Either way, I do love her character. But let me remind you that we do have a Discord server now. The link is going to be down in the description. And I always want to know how you like this episode. Was it a good episode? Did you like Echina showing up at the end of the episode? Are you looking forward to the next episode? Let me know in the comments. But like always, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.